本当に大したことないの。
いや、でも。
ありがとう、励ましてくれて。
励ましなんかじゃ。ごめん。
You guys seem to have enjoyed the last part, so I decided to make another one. So without wasting any time, I present to you top 10 anime where friends become lovers. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also hit that notification bell so that you can stay updated whenever I upload a new video. Now sit back, relax and enjoy the video. Let's start our list with Girlfriend. Our protagonist is a first-year high school student. He starts dating his childhood friend, whom he liked for a long time. However, one day a beautiful young girl named Nagisa also confesses to him. At first, he tries to reject her, but is soon overcome by feelings of not wanting to hurt her. He comes up with a solution to make both girls happy, that is to timing. While his girlfriend is angry and reluctant at first about the idea, she eventually agrees. Personally, I was having a hard time diving into the show just by looking at this bizarre synopsis. But I can't deny the fact that it's too funny. If comedy is something you look highly while picking a particular show, I would highly suggest you give it a try. But for some reason, I just cannot shake off this cringe feeling from my head. In 9th place, we have OJISAN and Marshmallow. Our protagonist is a simple-minded office worker, an enthusiast of tobacco marshmallows. He often gets teased by his 24-year-old colleague named Lori, who uses his obsession to his advantage. Although her friends doesn't understand what she sees in him, she just can't get over his marshmallow-like fluffy frame. She tries her best to chase after him, hoping he'll finally see through her attempts and get him into a romantic relationship. I feel this anime does an amazing job in portraying its romance and comedy elements. Also do keep in mind that each episode is 3 minutes long, so if you're looking for something short yet entertaining, you are going to love this one. Coming in at the 8th place, we have A Day Before Us. This anime is a sweet love story for teenagers. Since every episode is really short, you can finish all 3 seasons in a day, which is actually a good thing. I personally like the realistic approach to the story. It shows how everything happens in real-life stories. You really get into the characters and their feelings and you see them develop really nicely. I would recommend this to anyone who is a heavy romance fan. Overall, it's an interesting anime, which covers love at first sight, their problems and cute moments. I highly recommend you to give it a try, if language is not a problem for you. In 7th place we have KIRARIN Revolution. During a sunny afternoon, our protagonist spots a helpless turtle stuck in a tree. Although her mind is always preoccupied with food, she doesn't think twice before saving it. After rescuing, she meets up with the turtle's owner, who happens to be a cutie. The guy's name is Seiji, and he is actually a famous star. After some incident, she decides to be with Seiji by entering the idol world herself. In my opinion, it's definitely a cute and fun show. Despite all the cliché moments and predictability, I feel it's very funny, but viewers who don't like old animation might disagree. Overall, if you want to watch something funny with a touch of romance and don't mind old animation, then it's a good pick for you. It'll sure keep you occupied for a while. Moving on with our list, we have Just Because. This show follows the story of high school seniors. Little does they know that the reunion with a transfer student is going to change the course of their final year. Due to his father's job, Izumi has come back to his hometown after 4 years. His sudden arrival brings these students carefree days to an abrupt end. Long-forgotten memories, deeply buried emotions is brought to light in their bittersweet final semester. Even though having an average storyline, I feel this show is unique in many ways. Heartwarming characters, slice-of-life elements, and not overly exaggerated comedy are the strong point of the show. I highly recommend you to give it a try if you're seeking these elements. Coming in at 5th place, we have O Maidens in Your Savage Season. Our protagonist grew up playing with her friend Azumi, but now as a grown-up girl, she has different feelings for him. Same can be said for the other girls from her school, so she has no choice but to distance herself from him. She joins a literature club, and she tries to keep her mind occupied with her new friends. But due to a certain incident of reading at the club, and also seeing her crush at a very private moment, triggers her feelings for Azumi again. I admit at first it feels dumb and cringy, but as you continue watching, it grows into a wonderful experience. Overall, it's a good comedy and romance show, and I highly recommend you to give it a try.
You chase away my fears. I'm on my own. You made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares.
In 4th place, we have I've Always Liked You. Our protagonist is a 3rd-year student at Sakuragaoka High School, and she has feelings for her childhood friend. Unable to be true to her own feelings, she tells him that she is merely using him as a stand-in to practice confessing her love to someone. While she deals with her failed confession, fellow classmate Koyuki Ayase struggles with his own feelings for her. Despite his timidness, he is determined to win over her heart. In my opinion, this anime is really heartwarming. If you are looking for a sweet, fluffy, and carefree show to watch and spend your free time, then I highly recommend you to try this one. It definitely falls in that underrated category. In 3rd place, we have Our Love Has Always Been 10 Centimeters Apart. Under the cherry blossom tree at Sakuragaoka High School's entrance ceremony, our protagonist meets Haruki for the first time. Ever since that day, their eyes chased after each other. While many mistook them as a couple, their relationship remained a little more than friends. As their time in high school draws to a close, they have just 1 year left to face their hidden feelings and the daunting task of deciding their future careers. Even though it only has 6 episodes, I feel it is much better than most full series. This is an excellent example of a romance anime done right, and definitely an underrated show, in my opinion. Overall, if you want a quick watch masterpiece, this is the series for you. Coming in at 2nd place, we have The Great Passage. A guy named Araki is a veteran editor for the dictionary department at the Genbu Shobo Publishing Company. He is looking for a successor now that he's approaching retirement age. After overhearing his coworkers' conversation with a salesman, he decides to hire that salesman into their department. Now this odd duo must work together to compile a medium-sized Japanese dictionary titled The Great Passage. For me, the ending is semi-happy. The entire story revolves around passion and dedication for something great and noble. Also, the added touch of romance elements add more spice to the overall experience. I highly recommend you to give it a try. In the 1st place, we have Little Busters. When our protagonist was young, he got saved by a group of friends. Later, they recruit him to their group known as Little Busters. Together, they fight evil and enjoy youth. But when their leader moved away, the group slowly drifted apart. Now in high school, the group is reunited once more. Leader asks our protagonist to recruit more members to their family. Now he must find more people who have suffered similar hardships so that they can find a place where they belong. If you opt out the less romance portion, this show portrays the heartwarming tale of a group with the right amount of comedy and friendship. Do give it a try and let me know your thoughts.
Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see.
That's all for today's list, guys. I hope you must have enjoyed the video. Show your support by dropping a like and subscribing to my channel. Also follow me on my social media accounts to stay updated. In the end, you all stay happy and I will see you in the next video. See ya.